Hello again, partners. With the help of my researcher and writer, Dennis Daly, again this week we're going to profile a great American who has been all but forgotten. I really like saluting that kind of American. When we look at the lives of ordinary people who did big things, we begin to realize that you don't have to be a war hero to be a patriot. You simply need to love this country and her flag and to do the right thing. This report is dedicated to a woman who made a big, big difference. I'm even going to give you her name up front. I bet you've never heard of her. Her name is Annie Turner Wittenmeyer. Let me say that again. Her name is Annie Turner Wittenmeyer. She was born in 1827 and died in 1900, and she was alive during one of the most turbulent times in our history, the Civil War. She was in her mid-30s when that war started in 1861. She was saddened by all the stories in the newspapers about suffering, injured soldiers. She had to do something. She had to do something. Annie lived in the bustling little town of Keokuk, Iowa. She was told that there was a group of women who wanted to help her just as much as she did. Annie became one of the founding members of the Keokuk Ladies Soldiers Aid Society. She soon found out that similar groups were starting up all over the nation. She decided on her own to start writing to all those ladies' aid societies in America so that all know exactly what the others were doing. What a great idea. Soon she was put in charge of a new statewide agency, the Iowa State Sanitary Commission. Within a year, she took on another cause, horrible conditions in Iowa's orphanages. She convinced the state to open a brand new, clean home for war orphans. And so the Iowa Soldiers Orphans Home was opened. During the Civil War, she convinced the War Department to prepare better food for the soldiers. After the war, she convinced hospitals that were treating the wounded to offer meals that catered to the needs of each soldier. Today we take the serving of special meals in hospitals for granted. Wow, partners, how great. Imagine coming home to a hospital after being wounded, and in the hospital where you're staying, which is trying to improve your health and morale, they're serving you slop. Annie changed that, and before her death she became active in the movement to cut down on the consumption of alcohol. And after that, if you think that's not enough, before her death, she convinced the government to give pensions to retired military nurses. Bless her heart. Annie Turner Wittenmeyer, a woman who did a lot of good in a lot of ways. But today she's nearly forgotten. I say nearly because of one thing. Remember those orphans, the home that she created in Iowa? It's now called the Annie Wittenmeyer Home in her honor. Wow, what a woman. Another great example of an American patriot who simply saw a need and went to work. Annie Turner Wittenmeyer. Well, partners, you know the drill. Hit that big old red X up there to the right, and you'll come on back to this week's report. I love you guys. Dennis, thank you for spending time checking all these historical people that mean so much to America. I enjoy being with you every week, and thank you for all your comments. I love you. Go get 'em, Tigers!